G'day Dream Team family, this is your bubbly host H2O Queen. I hope you're all doing well. If you click on the link in my description below, I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday at 7 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. If you do happen to enjoy my content and would like to go ahead and give it some support, please give it a thumbs up and smash the subscribe bell. All your support is much appreciated. So for the last month, maybe 2 months, I have been doing a series of challenges, and today I thought, you know what, let's just play the game organically. I thought, well, why better map than Asylum, since the Asylum map is going to be reworked very soon. I think probably within the next month or so, could be even towards the end of this month, I don't know. All speculation, I have no confirmation at all. So I had some interesting stuff that happened as soon as I got into the map. So without further ado, we're gonna switch over screens and see the action that unfolds. And again, thank you to each and every single one of you that is watching. I really appreciate you. Take care, GSG family, and all the love. Watching, bye. Hey YouTube, I'm your bubbly host H2O Queen. I hope you are all doing well. So for the last couple of months, I've just been doing challenges, as well as a custom challenge that I had of my own. And I'm sure by now there's other challenges out there that have different variances. But you know what? We all know that Sunny Meadows is coming very soon, in less than a month's time, as far as I get the gist of it. So I thought I'm just going to go in, do some Asylum Nightmare, just do an organic recording. Hopefully this will be able to identify the ghost. I know that with it being Nightmare, it might be really difficult, but I want to give it a try and just see how it goes. If I die, I die. You know, it's just the nature of how things go, and sometimes some things don't go always in your favor. But I always do enjoy a little bit of Nightmare Phasmo. We're all stocked up and ready to go, and yeah, we'll just see where this ghost is at. It will make it really difficult to play. Like, I tend to avoid ghosts that are in the basement. However, if it has done its thing and it has been randomly generated to be in the basement, then that's just how it's gonna go. But we do happen to have a Sophie Stratton. Nice use of names there with double S's. We won't be able to know the breakout location, so it's pretty much off the books to get breakout, not unless I organically see it, like just chance when popping out of a room. I will be grabbing a paramic and also a camera. The paramic is going to be way easier to navigate a ghost. If we're on like a farmhouse or a normal farmhouse, I would just take the stock standard EMF, but I also need the camera to take a photo of the first session. So we have the voodoo doll. Also, this paramic will be really handy. I'll let myself know how long I've actually had the paramic on. Not getting any readings so far. I'm gonna go straight through this door. I'm gonna do a quick scan. I've had one ghost in this room before. I think it's like a barber room or something. Alright, so I'm just going to open up all of our major doors. I know there's like 3 locations, I think, within the basement breaker. It's the 2 far end storage rooms. And there is like sensor location as well. Or it could be 4, I'm not sure. Whether this is a good omen or a bad omen, I'm not getting any... Oh no. I just heard a locker opening. Do you hear? This is the beauty of having a paramic on Asylum. So, we automatically know the ghost is in here. Did it touch that locker? I did. There it goes. That is the locker I heard all the way up from the hallway. So, that was just a normal whisper. I'm just trying to identify where the staircase is to get up. So already it's active on the paramic. In case you guys are not aware, sounds like lockers and stuff like that, I tend to find from experience they are global, which is like really good to know. I got rid of that icky green on the screen. Okay, so we know where the ghost is at, which is amazing. I wish I felt confident enough to drop my torch, but I'm not that confident because otherwise I really will be in the dark, and there's no, like, I can't click on the breaker. I have no idea where it's at because I decided to make my life challenging by putting a and making this the asylum difficulty. I've left the paramic outside the room. I don't imagine it roaming too far. I didn't even check the fingerprint. Honestly, it was safe fine. How old are you? Where are you? Okay, that was cool. So we got Square Box, and it said it's far, which is an interesting notion, which could mean that the ghosts could be roaming. I just want to have a quick peek in here and see the breaker. This is one of the breaker locations, none of them. So when I hear the word far, it makes me wonder if it's not roaming somewhere else. So that's already one of the 2 evidences configured, which is great. I should try and just at least maybe give 1 or 2 of the known upstairs breaker locations a go. If the ghost does any ghost events near me, like it teleports to me or anything like that, I'm pretty confident in myself that it's like a wraith or a phantom or a banshee, because they're very rhetorical for that type of behaviour. I know one of the most common breaker spots over here. Yeah, it's usually right there on that wall. Not today. I know there's another one in the trash room as well. Just a little unfortunate that it had to be a basement ghost, but at least we got one with the evidence, which is good. It is interactive, so we know it's not a shade anyway, and it couldn't be a shade anyways. But hearing that it was far, I'm not going to look into it too much. A wraith is an option, so I'm thinking I could immediately just go in there and just take this and this in. There is like a camera with 4 pieces of film. I could just take some footstep photos and see how I go. The only reason I really want to just give this test a go right away is just to rule out any possibilities that it is erased. And we'll be able to know that through the cell test. For those that may not know, wraiths do not leave any footsteps. At least the ghost isn't too far away from the staircase. So since it's near the locker quite frequently, I don't even know. I'm wondering. Oh no, it's definitely in here still. It's a wraith. Oh no. It does have footsteps. Okay, so that's just ruled out my thesis of it being a grave. Because we got lots of footsteps. So that's good to know. There's no chances of it teleporting to me at all while I'm away from the ghost room. So that eliminates that theory. I just wish it wasn't so dark for you guys, because I know this game is like really pitch black. Just gonna literally leave that camera there because it is of no use to us. So we got the side objective, which is good. We're gonna try and do the EMF. There is no, cameras or anything like that down there. I don't feel like as if I have a sudden urge to use or take any more. Hey Sup, welcome on into Dream Machine Family. How you doing, lovely? I don't have a sudden urge to take any sanity pills. I just took one. So I'm glad it's not a break. We'll see if we get ourselves any ghost orbs or maybe some dots. I don't think it's freezing, so we can rule out 4 ghosts, right? Oh, bless the poor fool. Yeah, I'm just doing a recording for YouTube at the moment. I can't see any ghost dogs, but it's who's to say it won't be dots. And most of the dots are coming, well, not most of the dots, but we know based upon the ghost's frequency over by the locker. I'm gonna just slowly put that here. That's where the ghost is like panning out more frequently. Where are you?
I'm behind you.
So we know the ghost is still here, which is great for us. I'm doing amazing, thank you, I'm just doing a recording and shoot. It's pretty chill at the moment, there's no challenges, we're just playing some Asylum Nightmare. Just, well, because why not? We're just a little bit on the unlucky side because I cannot find the breaker. There are roughly 6 possible combinations for the breaker locations on this map, and I do not feel like assimilating all of them to find it. We'll just have to see a bit of a peek to see if our lucky camera 16 is going to maybe crop up with some dots. Yeah, trying to find the breaker location is definitely a challenging one, to say the least. So for now, I've managed to find the breaker room, just because the locker is evidently like a global sound. You can hear it from a long distance. So I kind of had an inkling as to where the locker was in the basement, so it was pretty much one of the reasons why I found it so quickly. Because I remember this room as being one of the locations for a locker hiding. So it could very well be dots. Sorry, not dots. It could be ghost writing. And it could be EMF 5. Not unless I get the ghost to actually, or take another semicolon to be on the safe side. Evidently there is no, there are no signs of fingerprints on multiple occasions. Which is interesting. We could definitely try for EMF. And there's, like I said, there's no ghost orbs at all. I could go back and just suss out and check. I'm just going to check and see if I can get any EMF illuminating off from like the door. I would be, or from the lockers I should say. So I'm really interested to see what might crop up for us. Wonder what Ghostie's got in store for us. But yeah, it's really good to see your face close up. I hope you are comfortable. I have a funny feeling that it's either going to be EMF or ooh, okay. Hi. Ooh. I thought that might have been ghost writing. What I'm going to do is that I've just lost 20% setting. Or we'll hide back to Waffle. So that was a nice little ghost paint from Sophie. So they just tanked my sanity by 20%. So good job, ghost. I won't take another sanity pill. Good to know that the ghost is like literally stuck in that one room. So I'm actually okay with that. Like, that is like really good. Because I've neglected putting another camera. And for some reason there is a we've got to let the ghost hunt anyways. So I don't know if I'm really that big on letting the ghost do it. I'm putting down Christopher might have to hunt anyways. I can force the hunt with a with the voodoo doll. I've literally only had scrap up so far. I haven't had the second evidence piece to sketch. So sometimes I had. I'm sure I packed that second here, that locker here. It's heavily invested in that locker. Keep an eye out for any, because you can get delayed ghost dogs. It's not entirely impossible. Alright, so we've got another camera. I just don't know where to hide in this basement level. Oh, there is a toilet right there. I mean, it's definitely not the smartest choice. But hey, when you're desperate, you're desperate. Not unless there's like... Oh, that's just asking for trouble. So I will not attempt to hide inside here. Well, this here isn't too bad, I guess, if you hide behind the desk. But, you're still being seen. I wish it just was a wee bit more easier to hide, evidently, but it's not going to be. I doubt it's freezing temperatures because we haven't had the brat all this whole game. The only real objective we've got left is to smudge it, so I'll do my best to make that possible. I'm even tempted just to to make it forced to hunt from downstairs and let it come up. And then all we do is just hide inside the bathroom, rather than going down to it. What I'd like to do is that if I can plan my hiding spot, I like to be able to leave a torch nearby the area. That way I've got a bit of a guiding light. And also a spare torchlight as well, just so I know where I'm coming to and from. Also, I might grab myself a camera in case in the use there of the voodoo doll it does something magic. I think we're going to literally have to take a guess on this ghost. It has done absolutely zip. Aside from a few kisses and stuff like that, we already know it's we're gonna know it's gonna immediately be a Diogen if it like steam trains us. So no surprise there. Usually when the ghost hunts, I always like to hide the lighter first because it's easier to grab as much as it is to grab the lighter. That was easy. I got the heart key right on the first try. Sophie! Sophie! And this is a Diogen. Sophie! Okay, she's definitely not running fast. Sophie! I can hear them wickedly laughing, which is interesting to say the least. Sophie! 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 Alright, so we already know based upon that it wasn't fast. So we can rule out a Diogen, and it's not a Maroi. Because I can't find the breaker, it's gonna make it really hard to isolate if it's a mare. Look, we know it was actively playing with the blockers quite a lot. It's gonna be really, really hard to say honestly what this ghost is gonna be. I'm just hoping that after a hunt, we might be able to trigger it to run through the dots. I don't know, there is an additional camera in there as well. I'm tempted to take the remaining 70 pills and go in there to check out if there's any writing and stuff. Yeah, the ghost has made itself quite clear. Of, like, it doesn't want to do much at all. I've checked for fingerprints. I've tried. I didn't actually know where the second ghost writing book was from. There still is a very high possibility it could hunt again. Because I've only, like, taken 2 sandy pills. And because the ghost is in the basement, I absolutely have no way to know if it's going to hunt. Not unless I'm right on top of it. See, no ghost riding. And there's no breath. Either. I've had some spirit box response, but that's about it. It's just doing ghost-like things. Just being very difficult. I was honestly hoping to get the second piece of evidence. I did think it would keep this slightly under wraps, but it really is. It's been a thorn in my backside. That is a very strong possibility, to be honest, though, because the thing is that I'm not in that room enough. There's definitely no freezing. but that is evidential. There's definitely no dots. No dots, there's no freezing. There's no ghost dogs. So if we put freezing and dots, doesn't really work. Freezing and ghost dogs, we know it's not an Omnio. If we put freezing and ghost writing, yeah, we already know it's an Amoroi. Freezing and fingerprints, we know it's not a mimic. How about fingerprints and ghost writing? We know it's not a poltergeist. How about fingerprints and dots? We know it's not a phantom. And we know it's not a yokai. I'm just trying to work out some possibilities. I think it's a spirit. It's either a spirit or a mare. And those, from just the combinations of what I did, is that you can't rule out a single piece of evidence is on Nightmare, just because it's writing. That took that ghost 15 minutes. 15 minutes to write in that ghost writing book, and it finally wrote in it, it is a spirit. I could be a mare too, honestly. But there we go. We finally got the ghost writing that we've been after all this time. Urgh. The joys of Nightmare, honestly. You saw that though. You saw the pen raising. You saw the little shadows flitting to and fro. If you see shadows like that, I can guarantee that it is ghost writing. I had a funny feeling that ghost writing was going to be a possibility. But I didn't know to what degree. I think it's probably... I don't think that there's no orbs. I think it's your common variety spirit. That's what I believe it to be, and you know what? I'm not going to drag out this game any longer. I think we've done really amazing just from elimination in itself. They do, and this is the problem with some of the evidence pieces. So a lot of the devs have tried to make the games last longer by making the evidence not come as quickly. It was a mare.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
So somehow the ghost orbs were also delayed, just like the ghost writing. By the end of the day, I think we've done brilliantly. We've walked away with $180 for getting objective 2, 3, and also some good, okay photos. Like I said, you just get to a point sometimes where you just play Nightmare Asylum and you just want to get out. And I didn't want to drag out this video for too much more longer. However, I hope you enjoyed that video, Dream family. And if you want to go ahead and give this video a big like or hit the subscribe bell, it'd be much appreciated. If you want to dislike this video, go ahead as well. I think I did my best considering, and love getting that heart pin on the first try. But take care, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!